How about now? Do you hear me now? Yes. Don't know why the mic's playing games with me though, because there was no reason for that. I do install Windows updates on my computer. I have no idea if that would affect it in some way. Okay, guys, so we're starting a little late today, obviously. If I hear any complaints, you'll be immediately ejected from the stream. Save Dog has punishment for complaining. He's no longer first. He's been moved to the back of the bus. Due to complaints, Save Dog has been pushed behind Arsenal. Alright guys, we're gonna take Arsenal's challenge first. Yep. That's what you get. That's that's like the yellow flag or whatever. You get red flagged. You don't play at all. Complaining about my late start. He said I should stream longer because I started late. Alright. Donated 100 bits. Alright. No problem. We'll send your bits back as soon as I figure out how to do that. HTFP 100, just 100 back or 110? How much of a refund do you want? Alright, here we go again. Now everybody's playing F3. Dimitrilas started this trend. What's up, guys? WJ Loof, Jim, Blubix, Merle, HTFP. Who else is here? Mr. Coffee, of course, our moderator. Did I see Anita's here? Anita, last week's bit donation leader. Sorry, guys, I'm not really mentally warmed up yet. I was doing estate sale stuff all day, and chess a little bit, but not too much. No playing. So Arsenal fan here, walking into my old preparation in the classical Sicilian for the F3 move, which is really frustrating to play against. This is my last tournament game from May 2019. Maybe it was even June. I think it was May. Arsenal, like, you studied the database or what? Played exactly the same move my opponent played. Bishop c4. I think Arsenal fans using the opening explorer to check for my latest games. He's playing exactly the same moves as my last over the board game. Not a very common line. A lot of different possible lines there to play. So this was not the move. Bishop f2. I pushed back on this first challenge from Save Dog because he said that I have to stream long. He started giving me orders. I had to stream longer because I started late. So B999999999 challenged me to rated 5+5. We don't do rated. B999999999. We do casual, so if you want to challenge me, that time control is fine. Anything between 5+3 and 7+3, which includes 5+5, will be accepted. If you have a rated, rating based on 100 games or more. Now this Queen E2, this is a deceptive, like, little move. Kind of tricky and aggressive looking. He's obviously going to castle queenside here. Wow, WJ Loof, the pride cheer. 100 and something. Give me that. Is this some sort of trap? Trap-o-matic. Oh. Knight B3. Start dinner, by all means. You feel that I did not spend the kind of day I like? No, it was fun. I mean, we've got like tons of stuff. Actually, it was kind of fun. A lot of interesting stuff I'm going to try to sell. We got my coffee and beer. There's no break for a Sludgy. That's the only thing. I'm just constantly working. Whatever it may be. eBay, estate sales, chess, babysitting, pet sitting. I have not haven't done any pet sitting lately, but in the past, baseball bat sales, you name it. I'm just making sure. Be the ball. You can never be too sure. As I slow roll Arsenal fan here. I'm not slow rolling him. I really am not feeling like I'm all that sharp yet. So wanted to make sure. I noticed something about the fact that I hung a queen and 2 simults in a row to the same player. Interestingly, how was this again? Interestingly, the queens I hung were on f5 and c4. Squares that are sort of geometrically related. You guys think there's anything to that? Against Thai moves, I dropped a queen on f5 last Sunday before, and now this Sunday I dropped a queen on c4. I think it's just a coincidence, or yeah, we've got a few extra rooks here. You think it's coincidence that I draw my queens on c4 and f5? Impossible. It's all part of conspiracy theory. I was thinking if it was a white queen in both cases, I could argue that it was because. I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I think that the pieces are a little too similar in color to the squares in the case of the white pieces. But I can't make that argument when it's like a black queen on obviously a black queen on a white square. I don't like how yellow, these are white, but they're not that white, and they're a little too close to the color. I like it if the pieces were slightly a little more contrast between the pieces and the pawns there. The black squares are brown, which is good. The dark squares are brown. There's enough contrast there. Newsflash. Son of Bob. Save a dog. Alright, we'll play Save Dog now. There's a really weird, annoying bird like right outside my window making this chirping sound. You guys can probably hear that. It just started, like right now. I got the window closed, but I just realized it's pretty close to the mic. Mic is on my left-hand side, Windows on my left-hand side, and take care, WJ Loof. No, but Son of Bob is here. Save a dog. I was thinking of moving the mic, maybe, not shooting the bird necessarily. If it's gonna chirp like directly into the mic, I might want to relocate the microphone. Normally they don't start at this hour. It's like 6 o'clock. It's weird for a bird to start chirping at 6 o'clock, but whatever. All right. Nah, we're not going to do that. D5. Why not? Let's go for it. Blevix. It's a good one. No, I'm apparently just barely hearable. You mean the bird or me? I thought you were talking about me at first. It's just ironic how things start. The moment that I start streaming, things start to make noises. But you guys don't mind. This is definitely not really a standard opening here for black. That's flies buzzing around your head. If you start getting those, the imaginary flies buzzing around. Not really birds. I hear like lawnmowers when there's no lawnmowers because I hear it so often that it's like, even when there aren't any, I still hear them now at this point. So it looks like a really good Queen's Indian for white. Astrobate's not here on Mondays. He plays the Owens defense. He gets tons of positions with this bishop on b7 buried by the pawn on d5, and I try to tell him, this is what you can't allow for black. No space, no compensation for the lack of space. It's just a very bad position for black. Yeah, I hate leaf blowers too. I mean, they're worse than the actual lawnmowers, probably. All right, we're looking pretty good here. Looking good. I don't know, knight d4. Monday's usually a pretty good day for me with the landscaping. Only one in my vicinity on Mondays. Tomorrow morning's the worst. They wake me up at 7:30. I wish I had a BB gun to shoot these guys. They start at 7:30. I think the town bylaws allow that, but it's unbelievable. If I was like a town selectman, I would not allow that. It's got to be like 8 o'clock, man. 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, so like technically I could like put on like Metallica and start blaring it out my window, pointed at my neighbor's house at 7:30 in the morning, and it would be legal, you know? It's the same as like using a commercial lawnmower, basically. Monday's good. Tuesday mornings are the one when they kill me. Is Astrobate here on a Monday? What? The chalk on the chalkboard. Yeah, that's the best. A6, stopping bishop b5. Fantastic move. Black's position is somewhat dubious, but not that easy. He's a tough player. Okay, what's up here now? Probing. Probationary. Bishop move. When I'm in a better mood. The beer is here. The beer hasn't helped yet. What's up, guys? Mood dependent. Mood dependent challenges. I have to be in a good mood. You know what I was just telling to a friend of mine the other day? Blubix, I hate people that are like happy all the time. Because that's fake, you know? You know if you meet someone who's like happy all the time. There was this guy. It was really funny. His name was Ariel, like the mermaid. And in Boston, he was an amateur chess player. One of those people that's like a fake kind of personality. Like they act like everything they do is for a modeling agency or something, you know, like every time they say, hey, what's up? You know, that's, nobody can be the happy all the time. I mean, if somebody's doing that, like, they're just not real, you know? It's not sincere. I mean, it just pisses me off. All right. I think we're going to relocate. Some are really happy all the time. I can't imagine that, man. It was funny. My housemate took a message for me, and when this guy called, left a message for me, the housemate, he heard his name, right? He said, this is Ariel, you know? So I came back to my room and there was this message there, like, R-E-L. It was so hilarious. Maybe it doesn't sound that funny, but I guess that my housemate assumed that men don't have this name, Ariel, you know? Just mermaids. So it was like initials, R-E-L. Like he goes around like saying his 3 initials. It was just a dense moment for the housemate. But anyway, totally unrelated to chess. Yeah, like the washing powder name, exactly. The thing is, like, I don't think they really have that in the United States. Ariel, it's pretty sure only in Europe. And if it is over here, it's relatively new. Yeah, if you had the washing powder to draw upon, you would know that that's an actual like name. It's a European thing. See, I'm more like Arsenal fan. I'm not always in a good mood, and it's human to be that way. All right. And then just I just enjoy being grumpy in general. Nothing wrong with that. Let's put our queen on a kind of sketchy square opposite the rook on e8. Seems like kind of a weird decision, but I have a cheap 1-move threat against a pawn here. I was just trying to control c4, but I think it's a little bit marginal. Putting my queen on the line with the rook on e8. He found it. Shocking move. Now maybe a4 actually. Changing plans. I'm just like changing plans from move to move. It's not really a good way to play chess, but it'll do for like blitz, rapid. Yeah, very rare name for a man, Ariel. But anyway, he's the happy guy. He's not out there listening. Queen b5. Okay, so what's happening here? Like, knight takes b5? Does anyone understand? What am I missing? I mean, I might have to play bishop a4 or something weird, but we can live with that. It's like, he's gonna literally force me to play bishop a4. Something to that effect. It's fine. Do bishop e5 as well. Rook c5. Wow, he might have had rook c4 there, believe it or not. Save Dog, I'm not going to begin to talk about his rating or anything like that. We've been there for a long time. He's a little underrated. The strongest 1600 in the world. Slight threat. So it's almost equal. What has the most microscopic advantage here? Plus 0.3, 0.4. Someone's trying to join the team. Angry Dragon. Alright guys, tomorrow is the team tournament. Tomorrow. B9999 is not a subscriber. He'll have to wait if he does have an established rating, which he does. It's like another, very strongly looks like another Smurf account. B99. What other accounts do you have? Alright, Primary Disease and Arsenal Fan. I already played Arsenal Fan, right? Alright, I don't understand. I already played Arsenal. But he's in an angry mood today. That makes two of us. Welcome to the stream, guys. No, I'm not really in an angry mood, but I'm a little bit. I'm not that smiley. No, I'm saying that he could be a Smurf. Like, he could be another like former regular with a different account, you know. I mean, that's not many games to have to be showing up on my stream. A lot of people like to change their accounts all the time. Not necessarily anything bad, but I'm just saying he could be someone else that we knew by a different name. So we had this before. What is this setup? I feel like we had this before against someone else. Who is Primary Disease? I mean, we've played him a few games, but he's... You know, we wonder who this is. He doesn't seem to have like an identity, where he's from. We don't know much about him. I like it when people are part of the community, become part of our community here. Our little community. You plugged your electronic cigarette on laptop. Uh-oh. Don't get are you allowed to buy different flavors? Still? They haven't banned it? Vaping? What's the vaping situation in Europe? Alright. He's used 13 seconds for the whole game. 10 moves in. Obviously a bullet player. Actually, Primary Disease, you're in trouble, because you're really supposed to have 100 games, dude. Even if you are a subscriber. If you don't get 100 games, I might start declining your challenges. I'm going to insist that you get up to 100 games. Even if you are a subscriber. Because the 49 is just setting a bad example for everybody else. I'm requiring everyone to have like 100 games. And even if you are subscribed, I'm gonna have to ask you to play 100 games. Who does this remind me of? I think everybody's got multiple accounts. Just trying to remember who else played this type of setup. Feels like somebody. Who was it? One of the players of my stream played a similar setup against me. But it was a long time ago, like 2 years ago. Mint flavor. Mint flavor e-cigarettes. Electronic cigarettes. Even if I don't know, I couldn't do that. Even if I still smoked, because I quit like almost 10 years ago. I don't think I would do the e-cigarettes. I would be old school. It's too weird. Alright, what are we gonna do? H3. The blocker. Bad. There are good e-cigarettes and bad e-cigarettes. Bishop e5. Lock it down. Primary Disease, you remind me of someone else. Tough to take with the D pawn, but it's possible there. It would weaken my queen side. But I'm serious. Even if you guys are subscribers, and not just Primary Disease, but anybody, I am not going to play people who do not have at least 100 rated games on their account. There's going to be a new rule that I'm applying across the board. So, irregardless of, yeah, irregardless of subscriber status. This is going to be a requirement after this game. Because it's not fair that I accept this challenge, but random people I turn away because they have less than 100 games. We have to set a good example. Yeah, well, we had problems with a troll primary disease who was very similar to you for a very long time. And we think it could be you. But I don't know. And it's interesting how interested you are, because I think there's a strong chance that's you. So we will enlighten you. Yeah, I think there's a strong chance he's on whatever. A lot of people disagree with me. But I'm still not convinced. Mr. Coffee didn't buy it, but I'm not convinced. Dude, Arsenal, whatever, man. That's scientific evidence, obviously. Alright, Bob. I just want to make the point that I'm not going to continue to play people who have less than 100 rated games. That's all I wanted to address. No matter who they are. Well, the guy's like schizophrenic or something. I mean, he was like totally on drugs 1 minute, and the next minute he tried to act normal. You know. But I mean, we got to have some kind of. I agree, Arsenal. It does take a while to play 100 Blitz games, though. You know, it's not like Bullet. All right. All right, I'm totally done with this guy. I mean, it's really. Yeah, dude is gonna be shut down. I didn't make fun of people with anything, but this guy is totally gotta be on whatever. He's starting to troll me and like push me now, so that's enough. He's also extremely indignant and rude sometimes. It was Bob's fault. I want to just resign this game, frankly. Yeah, they have that in common. No, the guy's been indignant for a while. He was extremely rude with another situation where somebody wanted to play because they were like 6 hours ahead, and he was like, no, it's my turn, or something like that. You know, it's like, okay. No, I suspect it's on whatever. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm really getting kind of frustrated with him at this point. I said the guy might have schizophrenia, and that's making fun of people with a condition. No. I just stated a fact that I think he has schizophrenia. That's totally not what I said. Anyway, we're in a good mood today. But and basically if Bob like gives someone a subscription, you know, we know we're in trouble. Any kind of gift subscriptions from Bob. New evidence. Would have surprised me. Yeah, Turkey Farm's here. I didn't even say welcome to Turkey Farm. What's up? Thanks for subscribing. No, the turkeys are laying low. We haven't seen the turkeys. I saw them in the summer. They stopped by for a little while, but then they disappeared again. The computer is doing crazy stuff. All right, goodbye. Goodbye message. So, yeah, it reminds me of someone that we know, this account. Very, very similar. I suspected it. And the banter today was a little bit more like the old whatever. No, but I'm just kidding, Bob. I know. Just kidding, buddy. I might be able to hold a draw here if I'm lucky. I just timed him out, but if he comes back and starts, I'll just ban him. Alright, B9999 is not a subscriber. He'll have to wait. Arsenal fan already played. So I don't know Arsenal. We just played already, right? Razine, we'll have to check. Razine has to wait and has to challenge me to casual. Testosterone, Turkey Farm, and Blobix would be next. Alright, Arsenal, what's up with the second challenge? We did play, right? Making me second guess myself. Arsenal trying to sneak in the extra challenge. You have to subscribe to tier 2 to get 2 games per day. Wow, we got the Dutch. Take Turkey, that's what I did. Take Turkey. Smacks of whatever. Self-destructive graciousness. Mr. Coffee already banned him. Mr. Coffee also agreeing with me now. Alright. Mainline, Leningrad. Actually, no, I played d5 early here. What the heck am I doing? This is not normal to play d5 first. Well, he played c6. That's lucky. If he doesn't play c6, there should be a better move order for black here. I'm supposed to play knight c3, c6, then d5. There should be a better way for black. Maybe bishop d7 or knight a6 or something like that. Asterbait can have 3 games. Exactly. Tier 2 gives 2 games. Well, if you want, yeah. We could do it like that. Was the Dutch ever played in a World Championship match in the early days? Morphy? No, Morphy wasn't. Well, do we count Morphy? Didn't Morphy play the Dutch? We had this discussion once. Count Morphy. Spassky ever played the Dutch? Not to my knowledge, but it's possible. Wait, doesn't this just like lose a pawn for black? Who played the Dutch? Botvinnik. Botvinnik played the Stonewall Dutch. Likely he played the Dutch, right? Against someone. Yeah, I think if you want 2 games, you have to do 5 plus 3. Exactly. Blobix, good suggestion. Only allowing double 5 plus 3 games seems like a fair rule. Other than that, it just takes too long for the amount of time that we have to play. Well, I mean, yeah, you could do something like that. Bob's suggesting. Turkey Farm is out of practice. All right, but maybe sacking the exchange here is better than losing a pawn, though. Actually, might be a good practical choice. Then he doesn't have to give up his white square bishop. But like Bob's talking, maybe there's a good way. Bronstein played like everything. Did Botvinnik ever play the Dutch in a World Championship? Bronstein, did he play the Dutch? Well, Bronstein wasn't world champion, so are we talking about, did Botvinnik play the Dutch against Bronstein? Maybe. I have to ask Uber Driver. He's our resident chess history expert. Is Uber Driver in the house today? It's possible that Botvinnik might have played the Dutch. Yeah. Dutch Stonewall. Earl says Daddy is busy today. It's your brother. Alright, so C5. No. He's going to play conservatively here. He's got a nice center, but he's down in exchange. Wow, Spassky played the Stonewall against Karpov in 1974. Interesting. Bad choice. You're scaring us, Merle. Lots of jokes today, though. It'll get me in a better mood. We need more jokes. Alright, H6. White squares. I was thinking about playing E4. I mean, it just seems like sort of an unnecessary risk. I said it, I started it. Great job here by Black. Trying to stay alive in the face of great what's the word I'm looking for? Adversity. Staying alive in the face of great adversity. Testosterone. Feeling like a Dutch Stonewall. Got to break through this line. It's like playing NFL football or something. That looks like the Patriots' like defensive line right there. Pretty solid. Very hard to get pressure on Tom Brady. Yeah, E4 would have weakened my king side slightly. You know, I think that I don't want to take any chances when I'm up the exchange. E4 is definitely possible, but you have to keep in mind I'm up a clear exchange here, you know. You don't really want to take any sort of chances when you're up material for nothing. I mean, E4 allows F4 type moves. Why should I allow that? I'm basically up the exchange for nothing. Not even a pawn. I don't know what Bob's trying to get at. Welcome to my stream, guys. International Master William Paschall with Ponda. Macro Ponda. Regular Ponda still in Budapest. I'll be streaming from the United States into November. And then, hopefully... Wow, look at that move. He goes for it. Hopefully moving back at some point to Europe. To the Europe. Clear exchange up, but the defensive line just keeps coming. It's getting pretty scary. Ooh, double threat. I'm starting to like my chances here. We've got entry points. Black's looking a little soft. It's like a Grunfeld. We have to be careful because Alexa is listening to everything that I say. And she said something earlier. She's piping up about something. Can't say her name out loud. Just randomly started talking earlier when I was doing a lesson. I didn't even say Alexa. It's like when you got little children. You say their name by the letters so they don't understand who you're talking about. Arsenal fan gifted a subscription to B999888. Not to be confused with B9999999999. This is gotta. I mean, the proverbial fan. Testosterone doing a great job. Rusty playing the opening, lost the exchange, but he's kind of coming back to life here. Really good middle game. Staying alive. Captain Picard. Yeah, I'm selling my Star Trek chess set at my soon to start estate sale. Star Trek The Next Generation chess set. Ironically, Captain Picard. What a defense, dude. He finds a way to keep everything protected here? Is that even possible? F3 is ugly. But we gotta find a way in. Minor damage to the king's safety. And no, we're looking good. Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate people who participate in the chat, dude. Thanks, Arsenal fan. Yep. Really participating in chat without necessarily trolling. A little bit of community service. Wow, so this is over. Well, he just dropped a piece. Man, okay. That's 3 pieces. I was going to put 4 on it with bishop a3. Alright. A valiant try to defend that position. So B99 is now a subscriber. Argy, yet another player who tried to challenge a rated. We're getting tons of rated challenges. Argy is going to need to re-challenge me to 5+3, casual. Arsenal challenge 3+3. Arsenal, did you do tier 2? Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know what that was. I did not see. I don't want to see. It could scar me for life. I'm glad whatever it was. Arsenal, you're tier 2? It's him again? Oh man. He's Captain Picard now? Okay. You guys didn't believe me the first time, but I had a feeling. Maybe my evidence wasn't very convincing, but just my gut instinct. B99, Blobix, Mule Skinner, Angry Dragon. Angry Dragon. Makes me think of Dragon B. Alright, who are subscribers here? B99. We're gonna play him. Oh, you're not tier 2, yeah. So you don't get a free rematch. You appreciate a rematch. No, we might take your challenge. You gave a gift sub, Arsenal fan. Oh, it's Chess 960, okay. That'll be a good exhibition game. Bob's like, what? I give a lot of gift subs. I don't get second games. We'll keep Bob permanently unbanned. That's scary, scary thought. Uh-oh. New player playing like classical King's Indian with white. That's kind of frightening. I could play like someone on sound. That was a different position though. He did D6 How was it d6, knight f3, c5? This should be fine, though. e5. Anita making... Ah, poor Bob. Guys are so mean to Bob. Alright. d5, castles f4. Aha. 4 pawns attack. I feel better about the 4 pawns attack than... though I'm forced to play a c5 4 pawns attack. I like to play knight a6 too. I think the biggest problem for me playing the King's Indian is being out of practice in the main lines of the classical King's Indian. So not up on my theory there, and I get a little nervous, especially when I'm facing like the h3 variations, positional lines like that. I lost a game last year to Miklos Galiash, really bad, in an h3 King's Indian where I wasn't prepared. I had another game prior to that that was bad actually. So my King's Indian is a little bit like, it needs some work. Wonder if you could play b5 here. b5, bishop takes b5, knight takes e4, you know, type of stuff. Obviously, like b5, e5 is most likely a problem. This is standard position though. Now Bob's gonna get banned again. Like immediately being mean to other subscribers. Just when I defended you, Bob, you let me down again. Bishop takes f3. All right, this is standard, as I said. b5. Easily triggered. This is a PG-13 stream. Right, I agree. My problem is that I didn't drink enough beer. I wouldn't be so sensitive. No, I have the peak performance emotionally between like beer 2 and beer 5. So hopefully we can get in the sweet spot, and I won't be irritated for the rest of the stream. This looks to me like completely standard mainline 4 pawns attack. a6, a4, and then it's like maybe, I want to say queen c7, possibly c4. No, I appreciate James. You gave James the gift sub, Bob? Seriously? I never realized that, you know? It's always... Yeah, that's kind of... But it's not polite to act like you own people because you gave their gift sub or whatever. He's your property now. He's your hoe. I mean, that's just not right. Black just allowed b4 though. b5, that's very strange. I mean, everybody plays a4 on the white side of the 4 pawns attack. I think this is just good for black. Well, I think that's the way that, you know, I'm sorry, what's the name of the drug lord from Mexico? That's basically how he started out. you know, who got arrested finally. The cartel master who's in prison. I can't remember names. Yeah, El Chapo. Exactly, like that's how you guys are. It sounds like you're talking about El Chapo. That's how he started out, you know. Gold chains and $5. You know, who would have thought it? The humble beginnings of El Chapo. Not Pablo Escobar. No, I'm talking about El Chapo. Yeah. He started out, you know, from the bottom. What's up, Fuchsia? I'm so glad I blocked this troll. Yes, I absolutely think aggressive sexism is okay. That's kind of a stretch, Fuchsia. But okay, if you say so. You see, here we go again. Like, I have to choose between people. This is how I lost my first moderator. I mean, Fuchsia's basically never actually subscribed to the stream on their own, have they? I mean, it's a little weird to make that comment. I don't know. Did you ever pay for a subscription? It seems kind of strange. I thought like Bob actually, or it's a strange comment, but Bob or Jim actually usually bought our subscriptions. It's kind of a weird comment, you know. If you don't like somebody, block them, but I have to, like, you know, basically choose who you guys say or whatever. I mean, it's ridiculous. You can't expect to like everybody. It's crazy. I mean, I don't understand this comment from Fuchsia. I didn't pay and I won't. Well, you're threatening me that you won't do something you never did. That's pretty weird, you know. It's honestly a really weird thing to say. I will never spend another cent that I never spent, you know. That's huge. It's a weird thing to say. Like, what? Well, that's your choice. But I'm not doing that because of Bob's, I mean, because of her. I don't like what Fuchsia said at all, you know, and I think she's out of line, but I just banned Bob because of what he just did, because, like, it's going too far. But I also completely don't agree with what Fuchsia said. I think it's completely, absolutely wrong to force that on me, you know. So I'm not banning Bob because of anything that she said. I mean, I think she's totally out of line. But at the same time, like, he shouldn't be continuing when there's all this obvious issue already. So maybe I'm done with Bob, but not because of Fuchsia. I think he's just totally out of line. They're both out of line, actually. Yeah. She's not out of line, Jim. Okay. I'm tolerating sexism in my chat. Right. Okay. I have to control, like, every single comment that everybody makes all the time. It's, like, ridiculous. I mean, seriously. That's totally unreasonable. I mean, what do you expect? That's, like, absurd. You know, I completely disagree. I mean, and I can't sit here and, like, write down every single comment that everybody makes and make a record of it or something, you know? I mean, if you have a problem with someone, You really want to like bring it to my attention? Take the time to write me a note or something like that, but to do it like publicly, like do that to me on the stream, Jim, do you think that's like normal? What Fuchsia just did? She could have taken the time to like write me a note or something, but to like kind of humiliate me like publicly for it, it seems a little bit too much. You know, I think that's a little bit really kind of ridiculous. I mean, really, like, what's that about, you know? Yeah, it's whatever. Make a requirement that every comment is chess related. Dude, I hope that's a joke from Fish Rat Cow. Yeah, don't you think it would be more appropriate to like bring that to my attention like privately than to make a public spectacle out of it? I don't know. Just my 2 cents. But whatever. All right. So, anyway, well, Fuchsia's donated like 0 cents to the stream to support it. You know, so obviously it's been, you know, a big deal. So sorry, this is not a master stream. This is a angry rant about people making unjustified complaints, I think. I'll try to stream later if I can. Maybe tomorrow I can do a stream instead. This is a tough game. That pass pawn is really pretty strong. Might be going too far here. It's been kind of difficult to concentrate this game. Well, I thought he was gonna take with the pawn there. I think that would have been pretty reliable defense. Yeah, that's after G takes F. I don't know that I'm winning. That pawn is very far advanced. Thanks. Thanks, Boo11, for your generosity. Alright. Blobix. Maybe I'll wait for Blobix till I calm down. We'll play Arsenal Fan. This will be good. This will be a good kind of to just have some fun and break up the monotony and the tension here. Play a little chess 960 to try to distract myself from this ugly stream we had so far today. Yeah, we can occasionally do like a Fisher random. I haven't played any Fisher random in a long time. I'm absolutely horrible at the Grob, and also Blobix, thank you. 600 bits for not taking his challenge right away, I presume. No, I wanted to take Blobix challenge seriously, but I did get pretty angry. So it's hard to play a good game when I'm angry. I'm not like Boris Johnson, you know. Hulk get angry. Brexit stronger. I noticed that the Hulk actor was like making fun of Boris Johnson. But no, seriously. Is he in jail now? What? Who's in jail? Boris Johnson's in jail? Alright, maybe Boris Johnson went to jail. No, I just saw the Hulk joke and made me think of that. Castles. Is that legal? Flying buttress. You should change your Twitch profile picture or color it at least. So it could be different when I'm offline or online. I'm not well enough technologically advanced to know how to do that. It's a major issue. I was just thinking the same thing. My first priority. I'll get right to it. I don't know. It's just totally random. I'll have like 2 different pictures or something somehow. I don't know how to do that though. I can't even like program a VCR, man. I don't know. Is Castle legal? Good question. I'm terrible again, as I said, at Chess 960 openings. But it's a good thing Arsenal is too. So we're on even ground. It looks like. There comes the knight. Alright. This looks solid though. I kind of like my opening, which is rare for me. I very rarely like what I get out of the opening in Chess 960. Into the ether. That's a strange thing to bring up. Why would you randomly bring up that particular streamer? Alright, Bishop G3. Thank you, James. I think you hit the point. My greatest motivation here is not to make money. I mean, if I had wanted to make money, I would have used my college degree and become like a currency trader or something like that. You know, obviously, you know, some people decided to do chess in order to increase their wealth or something. I don't know. It's not my main thing. I just like to have fun and play chess and try to make some money while I'm doing it, but I'm not here to chase money. I mean, I appreciate it, the people that donate, and I do need some support, but it's not my big thing, you know, like trying to maximize my profit, how much money I can make from streaming. I saw a certain grandmaster who shall remain nameless And I quote you, like, this was on Facebook. They said, can somebody help me to set up Grandmaster Who Shall Remain Nameless? Can somebody help me to set up I don't know, one of these streaming apps or something, because I want to get donations. This is literally what the guy said on my Facebook. I was like, what? You know, this kind of like, okay, so that's all you care about? Like, you just want to be a streamer so you can get donations. That's deep. Never, you know, never get that from me. I'm never gonna have that sort of attitude. I appreciate it, and I need money like anybody else, but I'm not doing this primarily so I could make money. I wouldn't know what else to do with myself, honestly. All right. All right, dude. I think I'll just whatever. All right. Arsenal fan. That was like on whatever again. Look at Arsenal fan going off. Damn, dude. He's 1667. The troll that we just dealt with earlier today was a notable Mark Esserman hero worshipper. So I think there's a strong likelihood that could have been another incarnation. Very likely. Arsenal ate his tactical Wheaties today or something. Where is he getting these tactics from? Seriously. Chess 960 with no time. Nice rating there, Arsenal. He's strong tactically. Apparently he's strong positionally too. Just plain strong. Outplayed me completely. It's funny that Arsenal challenged me to chess 960. He never really has ever challenged me to chess 960 before. Interesting. Maybe we played once? Damn, dude. Faster and stronger than me. Is this really Arsenal fan? He's busting his like 190 friend on me? Man, he's strong. This guy is strong. He wouldn't do that. His technique seems really good. They call him La Máquina. I can't trap him there. What a resource. Oh my god. Why did I take that? my god, look at the technique. I don't know, dude. Is this really Arsenal fan or like his buddy or something? He's got really good technique. I guess I should have played c4 there. Can I win this? Man, that was just robbery. So I was lost. Arsenal, man. And games. Wow, he crushed me all the way through. Check this out. I was lost like the whole game after move, I don't know, 15. When he hits me with bishop takes d4. This series of moves, check this out. I'm just lost. Just straight up lost. All the way through the whole game. He almost didn't have a move, found the only move. And I'm just lost the whole game. All the way, all the way, all the way. Lost. Lost, 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 lost. Lost, 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 lost. Completely lost. And all he had to do was like push his G-pawn here, and it's probably over. Really, I mean, dude, wow. Powerful game. Okay, Blobix is up next. Interesting stream today. More controversy than really necessary. Was c5 not okay in the last position? You know what? Who asked you move 11? Who asked you to mar my beautiful illusion of victory? Did someone ask you to do that? Spoiler by move 11. It wasn't really a winning position. Dude played powerfully. I told Arsenal fan earlier this week that he has the potential to become a master. He thought I was just like, just sweet talking him, you know, to try to get more donations. But I really meant it, you know. Like, I mean, I think I don't say that to all the boys, you know, and girls. But I think he really does have potential. So, Con Sicilian, eh? This is a weird Con Sicilian, but it should be okay. I don't play the Con much, or Paulson or anything like that. Probably a big mistake against Blobix, because I usually just stick to what I really know against him. He's a strong player. Legitimate, like 2100 plus FIDE. So, I've found that my only success comes against Blobix when I play what I really know well. And against everything else, he's extremely dangerous. But I think about the game with Arsenal that was interesting was the fact that I actually had a really good opening. And then he just ripped into me with bishop takes b3, bishop takes d4. Like, extremely insightful and nice tactical eye there. Obviously, I was kind of sleeping and certainly not expecting like bishop takes b3 check, bishop takes d4. When I'm trying to play just like a simple sort of space gaining strategy. I was lucky I found bishop d5 Arsenal because I thought I was just like losing by force. But the endgame is totally lost. I think once you put your pawn on g4, it should be winning. WJ Loof, you finished your math? 12 hours, 48 square feet of formulas. 12 hours? 48 square feet? See, that's why dropped all my math classes in college. That kind of stuff. Anyway, here we are. Standard-ish Paulson. Whatever you want to call it, Con Sicilian. This looks a little strange, you know? This lineup with the two bishops and the rook on e1. Ponda is very stressed. Like, Weedmaster gave him some ganja. I think he's good. Somebody should check his eyes. They might be dilated. I could probably start doing that stuff again or something. I don't know. All the stress is definitely not good for me. But that's the way it just goes sometimes. Sometimes there's no issues. WJ Lou says, you taking 100, 700, what? Over 700 credits. Oh my god. Credits. Professional student. I try not to do too much math. I like estimating. You know, that works for me. I'm not good at accounting. Exact numbers. Rough numbers are good. If Arsenal had slowed down a bit, he could have won. You could say that again. He gets really kind of nervous when he's winning, and that's something that I battle with a lot in my over-the-board games. I would get incredibly nervous when I was on the verge of winning a game, but if I was losing, I wasn't really nervous at all. So consequently, I would screw up a lot of like winning games, but usually like save a lot of bad positions. I guess that's a kind of semi-typical situation. Now he corrected his rooks. Blob basically lost the tempo here off standard positions. But I guess he got away with it. You know, maybe I could have exploited it somehow. But you gotta learn. It's easy for me to say this because I've struggled with it a lot, but you gotta learn not to be nervous when you're like winning against a strong player. I had this game against Alexander Onishuk in the US Open where I beat him, and I was so nervous I couldn't believe I was going to win against Onishuk that we were getting near the time control, and in time pressure I was up a rook. It was like up a rook, and I literally like, it was complicated, but up a rook, and I dropped a rook like right before the 40th move back, and he basically like was still down a pawn. So when the smoke cleared, I blundered a whole rook back and was only up a pawn, and I managed to grind him down. I ground him down with like an extra pawn after that, you know, but it was sort of ridiculous. I mean, you somehow have to just calm yourself down when you're going to like upset a strong player and try to concentrate. I mean, easier said than done. Blumix. That was, no, it was an English defense. It was a hippo, in fact. I don't know if you've ever seen that game, Arsenal. I don't think anybody's seen that game. It may be. I don't know. It's a good question. Bubix knows the recipe here, apparently. Oftentimes it's not good to play b4 in this type of hedgehog, but as long as he can keep this pawn protected, it's okay. I just get excited when I'm on the verge of winning against a strong player. I mean, I think it's a very normal kind of reaction. Obviously, you don't get so excited when you're winning against a weaker player. it's routine. You're just used to it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so here, I can't play d5 because of my queen position. I was thinking bishop d8 maybe. Just this sort of standard. Yep, he knows exactly what he's supposed to do. This is the modern interpretation, although not sure if his rook is on the right square. Oh, I see. Maybe he has to play like knight b3 to play a5. Knight e5. What happens if knight e5? I weaken my b6 pawn, even worse. What I really want to do is like somehow play d5. That doesn't work at all here. This is the perfect formation. The knight back to b3, play a4, a5. I don't actually play this opening for black, so I don't actually know what the solution is. I'm just trying to figure out something on the fly, but nothing looks good. a5 is bad. Queen b8 looks bad. Knight e5 looks bad. You can pretty much pick any of the above. They all seem to have some kind of terrible flaw. I'm even questioning if I should have played rook on a to c8, because ultimately my rook might have been better on a8 or like b8. Queen is in a bad position along with c-file. I guess we're just gonna go down in flames here. I just don't really have a plan. On the other hand, I shouldn't really panic, because his position is basically based on a kind of solid positional plan. Play knight b3, a5, you know, okay. We don't have to freak out. But I'm pretty sure this is not a good setup for me. If I put the knight in e5, I weaken the b6 square. Maybe I could have pulled it off. Knight e5, and then the other knight back to d7 or something like that. Guys, tomorrow night we have our arena with Blitz arena with 5+3 casual. If you'd like to play, we are sorry, I just spaced. If you'd like to play, we're gonna hold the arena at 5:45 tomorrow Eastern time. The stream starts at 5:30. The tournament starts at 5:45. It lasts 2 hours. We play here on my team, Honda and Horses Arena. You have to be a member of the team to play. It's not a big deal if you're a regular or you want to identify yourself as a regular viewer of the stream. You can join the team. We can verify your identity with a couple of passport photos. Alright, Blubix just doesn't know what to do, but I mean, a5 right away? Whoa, what is that? Okay, I don't know. This I don't think is the normal way of doing this for white. I mean, I thought it was like you put your knight on b3 and you like take there with the knight. This is completely another plan. But somehow it doesn't seem as good. I mean, I have lots of options now. I can go here. He can have a passed pawn, but it's not the end of the world. If he he plays b6 or something. He just took there. All right. No, I don't think. I guess I could take. Takes, knight takes. Well, I could just play queen d8. That's good. Not. Queen d7. So he's gonna take this with the queen. That's a lot of pressure on the pin there, buddy. Very nice. Goodness. Wait, I have knight takes b3. This is not like not nearly as bad as it could have been. Still, I mean, Blevix might be better. He's got his pieces well coordinated. But I mean, structurally, I'm better. And he's down a pawn temporarily. So he needs some sort of knockout blow. Yeah, I mean, I had other moves. Obviously, I'm in time pressure. Blevix has a lot more time. No, he knows the opening better than me. This is not my system. What did I do? I was messing around. I played a6 in the opening. Yep. I've never actually played the O'Kelly in a tournament game. I've been toying with the idea of doing it for a while, but I've never actually done it. Just making random move. Me make random move. Hulk smash Brexit. Thanks, B99. We are approaching equality. He has a right to play on, I guess. He has a little bit more space. This is a draw. But I'm not insulted that he won't accept a draw. You know, even though I'm the higher rated player. I mean, White has this. Now it's just like gotta be like a forced draw, but he has like a slight edge there with rook and bishop versus knight or whatever. I mean, theoretically, you can lose with the bishop against knight too, you know, clearly. Just a draw. E5. Oh. Look out. No. I'm gonna Blockadovic. I'm in a good mood now. I feel better. We're playing for a win. We play for a win now. With tricky maneuvers. Alright. Good fight. He had a huge advantage, but I think when you go to that game point in the middle game when he outplayed me in the opening. But when he played a5, I have some suspicion here that Blubix played this too fast. I mean, it looks like you should do knight b3 and a5. Let me see what the analysis board says. I mean, clearly white has space advantage and there's lots of moves potentially here, but I mean, that's the positional plan, knight b3, a5. This is known. You know, I'm somebody who doesn't even play the constantly and Paulson and stuff, and I know I've seen this happen to other people, you know, and it's like not fun, you know, if you do knight b3. I think this kind of wasted his advantage to a great degree. To some degree, anyway. I mean, it's possible he's still better. This was a cool idea, but I don't think it's as good, you know. I don't think this is good. Anyways, alright. Thanks for the game, Blubix. Angry Dragon, Argy challenged me. He was the 2-minute guy before. Now he's challenging me to 10-0. He doesn't like my suggestion. Argy challenged me to 5+3. Casual. Still got plenty of time left. Jim, thank you for the donation. Jim supporting the stream this week. Blobix with 600, Jim with 300, Asterbait 137. Yes, I'm sure that Mark Esterman makes $70,000 a year. That when I heard that, dude, I had to just ban the guy automatically. It's like absurd. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. So, whatever. C4. I momentarily stopped the bleeding. You mean the anger? What bleeding? Yeah, this is just why I stopped playing knight f3 and c4. b4 is the only try for dynamics for white. Your losses. Oh, I didn't check. Do I have any concepts for chess books? Do you know what my life has been like for the last year? I mean, seriously. I wish I could even have a normal life, let alone like write a chess book. I just want to go back to having a normal life again, Arsenal. My life has been like a living hell for the last 12 months or something. Even when my life wasn't a living hell, I still didn't have the patience to write a chess book. But maybe one day when I, you know, this is funny, a5. I think I played a game of this like many years ago in like 1989. The Valley Forge Open. You guys can look this up. If you looked up my oldest games in online database, there'd be this tournament, the Valley Forge Open, like 1988 or 89, and I played Vladimir Rubenchik, but that game's probably not in the database. That was a different, I feel like that was a different line though. It was a different position. But a5 is not the main move. You know, there's f6, which was best move all the time for a long time. But lately there's been this trend toward playing bishop g4, which is a good alternative. Multiple good moves for black there. I feel like I'm playing the Polish. Wow, it's 4:30. It's late. I have 12 friends online. I have like my all-time, it's a Monday, and I have one of my all-time friend online records, 12. Knight F6. You'd think like people would be online on the weekend or something. Why Monday? It's really random. Chess. You know, I went, Mr. Coffee, I drove by the bowling alley today, and the parking lot at the bowling alley was like filled in the morning. Do they have like leagues on Monday morning or something? Like, seriously? They're not real friends, man. They're fake friends. They have morning leagues. I couldn't understand how the parking lot was full on a Monday morning. All right, so Mr. Coffee is our resident bowling pro. I had a very, very devastating bowling injury this year, but I'm slowly recovering. Seriously injured my neck, and it's going away. It's almost completely cleared up now, but I thought I had like permanently broken my neck or something. Definitely, anytime you do some sort of sport you don't do for a while, don't forget to like do some kind of like exercises or something to warm up. You know, when you're like in high school and your gym teacher is like, oh, we have to do like exercise, you know, calisthenics and warm ups, you're like, yeah, whatever. Trust me, when you reach 39, like you really need to do those like warm up exercises. You're like, no, I can do anything, you know. I haven't bowled for like a year. I'll just bowl like full strength. That was very painful, learning that lesson. An interesting setup here for black. Very hyper modern. So Angry Dragon, was this the guy we played like yesterday? Yeah, he's the balanced rating guy. Ponda H4. Gone caveman. I was gonna say, Mr. Coffee, that sounds kind of low. Not for me, but for you. I'm not a good bowler, but I would make a great coach. This looks very suspicious for black now. Black is headed for the Valley of Death extremely quickly. Uber Driver made a good prediction about the center, the future of the center. I think if I bowled regularly, my average would be like probably around like 160, Mr. Coffee. I mean, I could probably do better if I got really competitive about it, but at the moment, if I didn't like destroy myself with some sort of injury, I could probably average around 160. The first ball is the most important. What would you say like a 160 bowling average would be in terms of chess ratings? Would that be like 1500 or? this is looking good. So this is toast, actually. Black is directly toast. I have d5 when you want. Plus knight h5. It's just nasty. I think Angry Dragon just knew I was in a bad mood today. He wanted to make me happy by being a nice guy. Taking one for the team. Holy crap. It's infinite flash chess. Wow. I just mentioned you today at the beginning of the stream. Bishop f7, king f7, queen h7 check. I really want to like sack my queen, but it's way too fancy. Alright, let's just think about this for a second. Bishop f7 check almost works. I want it to work. Does that make it work? Not really. It's really disturbing that there's no knockout blow here. I want to make bishop f7 work, but I don't see how it works. It's like queen h7 check, king f8. Then what? Rook g1, king e8 or king f8? King e8. Wait, check here, check. Alright, let's just have some fun. I think this works somehow. That's the scientific way to approach the game. Let's have some fun. I think this works somehow. King e8. That's the best try. Now, for my next trick. Just gotta get more pieces in the attack. Obviously, he has like multiple ways to defend against that. So now I have 2 pieces for a rook. Or I mean, I've given up 2 pieces for a rook. Feels like it's almost mate. Time could be a problem. The thing was, if I played rook g1, I won't get a second chance to get my queen in there. Let me go back to that for a second. When I played if I played rook g1, obviously that's a very logical move. Yeah, objectively I should have just played rook g1 and then like king h8, bishop f7, followed by something. Yeah, I screwed this up. Now I'm like losing. Well, not quite, but not quite losing. But I certainly made a mess of this. He's clearly a very, very strong practical player. Good at bullet, I guess. Got the balanced ratings. Freaking out. What? I just lost on time. Oh man. he's sorry for winning on time. Reminds me of someone else recently said that. King f7. This is a blunder. That's the best move. This is like winning for black now. Yeah, Uber driver. It's interesting that. Yeah, it was. Somebody. I thought it was Cheesy Noob. Yeah, it was primary. Strange coincidence, I hope. Alright. Alright, Argy's just done. Argy doesn't get it. The point is to play casual. He just changed his time control, but doesn't listen. Apparently, he's not watching the stream. That's what you get for not watching the stream. Alright. WJ Loof, thank you. I got a little fancy there. It's good to have Infinite Flash Chess back. And we have a good moderator, but even just as a viewer, thanks for joining. Oh, Jim just donated gift. Wait a minute. That's weird. Oh, Infinite Flash is not a subscriber. I was thinking he was. Alright, so he just became a subscriber. Magic. Nice. That's a solid gift sub. Although he's not going to be here very often. That's alright, man. We have a lot of things in life more important than chess streams, so certainly don't have to apologize for winning on time or not being here. This is a very strange move. Dragon B, knight d5? Seriously? That is a strange idea, dude. How can you justify moving the same piece twice at this early stage of the game? Extreme. An extreme, almost acerbate like provocation. Obviously, you're discounting the draws there, Uber driver, right? It's like 180 draws, 78 wins and 1 loss or something. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. I thought, in fact, knight f6 maybe attacking my pawn on e4, but whatever he's doing is against principles. It's totally against principles. But Vinnick would be like, but Vinnick is like looking down from the eternal, everlasting, forever, and whatever you believe in. He's just like, this guy is violating my principles. Kill him. How dare Dragon B move the same piece twice and neglect the center. I mean, but Vinnick liked the Grunfeld, but he definitely wouldn't have played c6 and knight d5. One of several different moves I could choose from. Knight e3. So, this is about principles. He doesn't develop his pieces. He moved the knight twice. Played c6. It doesn't influence the center very much. But if you take this position, you think about it. Knight e3 looks like it blocks my pieces, and it does. It blocks my bishop on c1. But the greater good. I don't want to trade pieces with more space. And b3 is a move. A lot of moves here, potentially, for white. Do weird moves. Rook a3. It's kind of strange. Seems a little strange to think about rook there. This is a very unusual position for a Grunfeld. The queen is on c2. Heavenly, though. Center. Principles. We're humans, we're not computers. We can't play chess by pure calculation. You've got to really have a good feel for principles. If you know you missed all the fun, you must have been here already. That's my theory. That's the only answer. This is just extremely dubious for black. Giving up the dark square bishop. That's the defender of the dark squares on the black king side. Now b3 starts to come to mind. Let's think about that for a minute. Like b3, it's a very good move. Who suggested that? Grunfeld. Yeah, he and a lot of players. This is one of Dragon B's more extreme provocations. Definitely not a good idea. I have friends that would much sooner play rook takes e5, you know, in this position. But basically black couldn't you have played like maybe queen e7? Gotten out of the pin and tried to recapture the pawn? I guess I have knight g4 there, which isn't really easy for black to deal with, but it is possible. Something like queen e7, knight g4, h5. Black might be able to get his pawn back somehow. I tried to make 2 moves in a row. One of my old tricks. Bishop takes e5 justifies me taking on e5. Yeah, Arsenal's a Benoni player. You're not supposed to want to trade off your dark square bishop, man. What kind of Benoni player are you? That's like poking out your eye or something. You can't do that. But just basically confirming everything we thought before. You can't. The sludgy instinct is irreplaceable. Yeah, no, I mean, Arsenal, you can't consider giving that bishop up for at least like 2 rooks. I'll give Dragon B credit, though. He is something of a really clever defender. He's taken some positions that look completely hopeless and managed to hang on for quite a while. Here, he's starting again. Like once he gets to some position where he has a little bit of a grip, he's very hard to kind of finish off. Well, I certainly wasn't confident I was right, Jim. You know, I certainly wasn't confident, but I did, you know, I did feel something. Mr. Coffee's ready to bring out the pitchforks, you know, but not to rub it in. I have a trick? I don't know. I have a trick. I have a trick. No, I just take 2 pieces. It's not really a trick. I know the thing that told me, guys, was the obsession with winning my tournament. I mean, it's a pretty telling thing, you know. Like, random new players don't become obsessed with that in the first week they play in my weekly tournament, you know, like their meaning in life or something. For me, that was the dead giveaway. I think Bob has better intuition than me. Now he's banned until the time at which he stops being chauvinistic or something. But you could basically predict if Bob gives someone a gift sub, there has to be something wrong. Knight on BD7. No, it's not true. He probably gave gift subs to good people too. But anyway, let's not focus on that. Dragon B, how are you even alive in this position? Why am I even having to think about this? Damn, dude. Seriously talented defender. How does he make this still even viable? No, I don't know. But he always finds the trolls. You know what I mean? Like, Bob doesn't give gift subs only to trolls, but he gives gift subs to all the trolls. Like 100%. You know? If that makes any sense. He doesn't miss any, you know what I mean? Like, how about F5? I'm getting desperate here. It's almost like, you know, if there's a chance they're a troll, then he'll give them a gift sub. Whatever. All right, it's all good. He's hanging tough, and I can't break through. Now I'm gonna lose on time like the other game. We got a little extra space now. Man, it's hard to finish him off. This has gotta give. Something's gotta give here. You're emotional, I'm emotional. Imagine if, yeah, I don't want to go there. Never mind. Almost made a big mistake, but I stopped myself. It was my intuition again. Master intuition. That was close. Nah. He finally cracked. Oh, Mr. Coffee wears his heart on his shoulder. Alright guys, let's get another challenge in here, because I started late today. Anita's back. Dragon, thank you. Good defense there from a very bad position, but never ever give up your bishop in that situation. No, he made some fundamental mistakes. I think if Dragon B could be reprogrammed, I'm not going to take the same challenges from the same players again. I want to get a new challenge. New challenge. I'm sorry. No same players. Someone new. Where's Asterbait? Someone on sound. Nice. One of our subscribers just pops up like that. That's awesome. Alright. New, no. Oh. The Mora Gambit. It's so boring. What are we going to do with this? Okay, let's do the Mora Gambit thing. Let's do this. But something different. I've got to play something different. We're going to do the declined and see. I've never played this against someone on sound. See how he handles it. I'm sure he's well prepared for this. Been trained by the richest chess streamer in the world. But seriously, I was talking about this with Weedmaster. And Weedmaster thinks this is good for black. I always thought it was fine for black. And then after Joe reassured me, I said, yeah, you know what, Joe, you're right. I mean, I'm a guy who plays the Accelerated Dragon. This really should be no problem. Dude, I played the Accelerated Dragon already. I mean, all this is like a Marazzi. How could it be, you know? Okay, a Marazzi. That's what I do for a living. Like, E4, C5, knight f3, G6. I play that all the time. The reason why I don't play this, because I feel like, you know, objectively, the Smith-Morra needs to be punished. You know, and I'm trying to do more than like equalize or get a playable position. I want to like win a pawn or sort of semi-refute it. But if I had to say, okay, this is a good system or not, it's okay for black. I know that, you know, I know that it's like a space advantage to white to some degree. There I probably missed the boat. Maybe I should trade pieces with knight d4. Not so easy though. And someone on sound is a good student. You know, he studies his stuff and he's probably researched this. What if I like sacked my queen? That'd be funny. Funny, haha. Arsenal fan, what about bishop takes c3? How do you feel about that? Is that a hot move in this position? You know Arsenal fan wants to do like bishop takes c3. Dragon B. My friend ML Salancy, he wouldn't like play bishop takes c3 if you like cut off his like little finger. I mean, there's no way, you know. There are situations, yeah, Uberdriver's suggestion of queen b8 is like a reasonable move. There are other moves. We have ways of dealing with people like you. Big Eddie, queen e8. Channeling Big Eddie. e5, extremely anti-positional. We're probably, you know, in some sort of Smith-Morra analysis here. How bad is this for black? Seriously. Probably not that bad. When you've played the Skaveningen and you've played the Accelerated Dragon, like, I've been, you know, subjected to like withering, like kingside attacks, massive space advantage for white, you know, in one opening, massive space advantage in the other, in the Marazzi type positions. Basically, I can withstand this. This isn't that bad. It's just a little like minor discomfort, you know. But seriously, Summon and Sound, it almost looks like he's got this entire thing like memorized. The scary part is that I can't imagine he's had occasion to be able to practice this far. So he just blundered. No, the book says you're supposed to play knight d5 first and then f4. You forgot. Your rook's on the wrong square. No, he had everything like set up perfectly. Knight d5 and white is slightly better. I'm not going to argue that I'm okay there. I mean, it's like, it is better for white after knight d5. I guess I could try to take it, but it looks bad. No, this is good for white. I'm not going to pretend that I was okay. This is legitimately... I was legitimately in trouble there, but I'm still in trouble. Bishop takes knight. Different story now. Zoning in on my king. Unfortunately, Fisher Cal, most of my problems are my subscribers. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, f5, pawn takes pawn, knight takes g2. That's like suicidal. Queen c8 is an interesting move. If you like that. Well, I mean, some of them are problematic, actually. All right. Power pawn. Bring it on. Bring it on, power pawn. Someone on sound is like giving me odds, I think. He's giving me pawn odds. And thinking he can take me down. Dueling pawn odds. Double pawn odds. It's a little greedy to try to do it that way. Man. I'll take another one. Can I have another? No, that's huge though. That's huge. The b2 pawn actually is huge. I don't want him playing b4, and the best way to stop him from playing b4, that's right, take that pawn away. Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, we've actually had a lot of streams where there's no trolls at all, thankfully, in recent history. We had one recurring disease. But, certainly you're never going to go forever without a problem. I mean, obviously, that's like impossible. Rook e8 or bishop f6. Man, bishop f6. Whatever I do, he's got some sort of trick. Man, someone on sound is tough, dude. He is tough as nails. My God, man. Disease is, it's gone into remission, unfortunately, Jim. Alright, this is too much. This is where I draw the line. This is where I draw the line, as they say. I am not having any of this. Gormley Fan Club. The USA is just a temporary situation till my life becomes normal again. I have some responsibilities I had to iron out, and I'll be moving back to Hungary at the end of November. But it's been an ongoing thing I've got to finish up, and don't know exactly when, but someone on Sound, so check him out. This is all home prep up until it looks like up until f4 here. Perfect position for white, and after 95 it's just clear advantage. Clear advantage to white. He just got ahead of himself and played the analysis one move early with f4. So I did something wrong somewhere. I guess just 97's too extreme. I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised about bishop f4. I didn't think that's what was recommended in the Mora encyclopedia. So bishop e3, bishop g5, queen e2. My sources said you're supposed to somehow play for f4, but I don't know how that happens exactly. Yeah, I mean, Jim, of course, like you would, and then in normal Mora, you're putting the bishop on f4 and some lines where d6 is like weak. I thought maybe this is some secret prep, but this is my mistake. It looks like this is a good suggestion of b6. I mean, maybe b6 without moving my knight away from the king side. Of course, white is slightly better here. Yeah. No, I don't think it's easy. I'm not sure that, you know, g6 is even my best, actually. Home analysis. The other option is like d6, knight c3. Now, most people play g6. It's not easy for black, truthfully. That's why I don't play the decline, but I thought I'd give it a try. Alright guys, any last challenge from anyone who hasn't played yet today? Because HTFP will be angry if I don't do the full 20 minutes. Argy challenged me to rate it. Damn it, Argy. Damn it, Argy. The quiz. Bob's on punishment. I'm not taking a challenge from Bob. Bob's on punishment. It's been a bad boy. Seriously, Bob. No, I'm not gonna play you. You're banned for the day at least. Provoking and being sexist. Provoking an already sore issue, making it worse. Gormley Fan Club. Are we gonna get one more challenge, or am I gonna have to play some random person? We want to see it. You want me to take this quiz? What quiz? Where is it? Gormley Fan Club will play? Alright. Mr. Coffee's challenging me. I'm gonna have to put this on the screen. Which position would you rather play here? Black to move. Like whose move it is, obviously. Depends, but alright. White is this massive space advantage, obviously. When you play in tournaments, do you usually score with consistent results, or do you often perform on the extremes? Pretty consistent results. I'm usually crap. Consistently. Which best describes how you think about this position, especially Cobb Sicilian? Black has lots of potential counterplay, yeah. Which statement is closer to the truth? I bring my best game when facing opponents I dislike. I don't really notice my opponent. A. Black has just played G5. Your first instinct is to... My first instinct... Take on G5, retreat to G3. I would say my first instinct is to take on G5. That would be the first thing I look at because I've trained myself to analyze forcing moves first. So I'll say take on G5. I'm not trying to be just a tough guy. Do you play gambits? It's kind of an awkward question. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I guess I'm not like a gambit specialist. How would you think about whether or not to take on G5? Here we go again? I would evaluate the placement of the pieces to decide if the attack seemed promising. Calculate several variations to decide if White's attack is strong enough. Yeah, I would choose calculation, I think. Unintentional gambits don't count. I play the Queen's Gambit. I play the Blumenfeld Gambit. Alright, I play several Gambit type openings. Not a lot, though, but it would be like kind of incorrect to say no. Under serious time pressure, you're more likely to miss a tactic or move pieces aimlessly. Miss a tactic. Which of these ideas do you prefer for White? White should trade bishops and put a strong knight on d4. White should push d4. Yeah, I mean, I definitely... You start the game with d4. Would you rather your opponent play d5 or f5? That's easy. So I'm going to be Petrosian. You have been ahead for a pawn most of the game, but after tough resistance from Botvinnik or Petrosian. You have only 5 minutes left in this position. Should you play on or offer your opponent a draw? Wow. I have 5 minutes left in this position. Are you kidding me? A knight endgame with an extra pawn? No, definitely. I mean, I like draws, but I'm not giving knight up. Pawn up knight endgame draws. It might be tough to win, but I have no losing chances. Which statement comes closest? It's always a joy to be paired with someone you've crushed in the past. The odds of winning are slightly higher against opponents one has previously beaten. It's always a joy to be paired with someone you've crushed in the past. I like that. What playing time on your clock? What would you do in this position? Plenty of time on my clock. Yeah, I mean, go, I don't know, go get a drink at the bar or something. Trade on e6 and play rook d7 because the endgame is good for white, or redirect the knight. Well, that seems sort of pointless. Invest some serious time calculating whether knight takes e6 achieves anything concrete. This is kind of a weird question. Redirect the knight to a4 to c3. You might be able to work it, but I mean, I truthfully know that that bishop is pretty good. I think like I might take there and play rook d7. It's a lasting advantage. don't know if it's enough to win though. Knight a4, knight c3, knight e2. It's going to be hard to do that. I don't believe in it. I would take. I disagree. How do you feel about the wild gambit line for black? This is the Latvian. And I've played the Latvian for fun. No way am I trying to lose. I like my chances, and this will definitely mess with my opponent. That totally depends on who I was playing against. So it's hard to answer this question. I'm gonna say no way am I trying to lose. Because I'm assuming it's a serious game. After losing a game, have you ever broken something or yelled out loud? Yeah, probably. White to play in castle. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't castle queenside here automatically or kingside automatically, but it's a tough one actually. Yeah, that's a tough one. Again, it might be dependent who I was playing against. I'm sort of opponent dependent. I think my intuition is to go kingside. Which is closer to the truth? Yeah, I get excited. You guys know that. Alright, French defense, King's Indian. Attack. How would you come up with a plan as white? Study whatever happened in the Trojan versus Botvinnik. Calculate some line for white to see how strong various possibilities are. Consider the strengths and weaknesses of black's position. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do positional play, not tactics here. Identify my advantage, trade a good position for a strong attack, which is harder for you to do. Why would you trade a good position for a strong attack? That's just... Good positions harder for me to do, I guess, that. Alright. This is bogus. This is totally bogus. I got Tal. I mean, I don't know, guys. I think they need to redo this. Fuchsia said that I'm boring. But I got Tal. I'm the ultimate attacker. Rejected. I think the answer is just completely random, and they're just trolling you, you know? They just like pop out like a random answer, and you think that it's actually analyzing your answers. I'm very disappointed. With all due respect to Tal, I just think that's just a totally bogus answer for my answers. I may have leaned a little bit on the aggressive side on my answers, trying to be like cool and macho, but I didn't overdo it. So I think this is definitely weird. Maybe I'll have to try it again once. All right, guys, that was fun. I've got to close down the stream. At least I feel better now. We'll be back tomorrow for our team arena. Move 11, you're welcome. I think I should get like Petrosian or like Botvinnik or something. But you know, there's a funny thing about me that a lot of people have made the point is it's like it seems like perceptions about me as a chess player seem to vary on who's answering the question. As I've said before, like very strong strategic players say that I suck strategically and I'm a very, very good tactician. And people who are really, really good at tactics say the opposite, that I suck tactically and I'm good positionally. So I think like the truth is that I'm somewhere in the middle. Anyway, guys, it was fun. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Panda is definitely Tal, like kind of a subdued Tal. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.